How y'all doing? It's PawPaw again. Woo, woo! Let's get on that fat train. Lord, I'm heading to Skinnyville and I want you to go with me. Lord, I got to tell you about a new conductor. We'll be right back. All aboard the fat train to Skinnyville. If you are fat or plump, wanna lose your gut or rump, get on the fat train. Wipe away that frown, watch the scales go down on the fat train. A few weeks from now, people will ask you how you don't look the same. You will smile and grin and say you took a spin on the fat train. If you can see ahead and you've got the will, you will arrive in Skinnyville on the fat train. All aboard! Welcome to the February 15th report of the fat train to Skinnyville. Folks, I gotta tell you, I've got me an honorary conductor this week. Bless his heart. He contacted me earlier this week. He said, PawPaw, he said, when I seen your video about how you lost 75 pounds in 90 days, and you called yourself a fat ass, and everybody that weighed as much as you was a fat ass, he says, I was terribly offended. He said, you see, I weigh 438 pounds, so I immediately stopped watching your video. He says, then I thought about it, and he says, you know, I don't like the fact I can't play with my children, or my child. So my wife's about to go in tomorrow morning and have a baby at 7:30 in the morning. And he says, you know what, you're right. He says, I am a fat ass. So, he said, I finished watching your video, and then I've watched these others, and he says, I want you to know that I want to be on the fat train with you. He says, I'm tired of being 428 pounds. He said, I'm tired of it. He says, I want to be able to spend time with my children. I want to be able to play with them. And folks, I know exactly how the man feels. And I want each and every one of you out there to remember, it ain't no fun being big. You sit around, I was at my grandson's birthday party, and I was looking around at everybody nice and thin. And here I am, the big fat ass, sitting in a chair, watching everybody else smile and laugh and play with the kids and all that. Little PawPaw just sitting there like a beached whale. Well, we ain't gonna have that. We're gonna stand for it. We're gonna get mad. We're gonna get tired of being fat. We're gonna get tired of it. We're gonna get tired of eating all that fattening crap that we put in our bodies. We're gonna get on a better way of nutrition and a better way of life, because we want to stick around and spend time with our family, with our loved ones, with the little ones. I refuse to be a slave to peanut butter. I refuse to be a slave. Uh-oh. Alarm went off, time to eat. I refuse to be a slave to salty crackers. I refuse to be a slave to fried foods. I'm not saying I'm not going to eat them. I'm just saying I'm not going to eat as much. Now, I've had a bunch of people, or some people, say, PawPaw, losing weight rapidly like you're doing isn't healthy. Let me tell you something. being 144 pounds overweight ain't healthy. I'll deal with the losing weight quick health risks. I just don't want to deal with the 144 pounds of overweight health risk. I know what that'll do to you. And have people try to tell me that I should diet this way, and I should do that, and I should do that, and I should do that. You do what works for you. I'm going to do what works for me, and I'm going to report into you every week, and I am bound and determined this time. I have set my mind to it that I intend to make a fat train video every single Thursday until I get to 190 pounds. You heard it here, folks. This is Fat Train Thursday, February the 15th. I made a pledge last year to grow my hair and my beard for them children at Christmas. And I'm making a pledge, already made the pledge to lose 100 pounds. Well, I'm on here to lose 144 pounds total. I want to get to 190 pounds. I was 188 the day I got married. Still had a little bit of pudge around my belly. But it looked nothing like this. So hopefully I will become the incredible shrinking man. That's what my friends and my co-workers in Iraq used to say, because every day I was losing more and more. So I went in to weigh in this morning. Now, last Thursday I was 314. 314. I had lost 20 pounds week 1. Now, I want to say that that is highly unusual. And most of that was water, okay, because I was swelled up. I was retaining water from all the salt I was eating. But I lost 20 pounds week 1. And this week I am tickled to death to tell you that this week, let me show you. I lost that much week 1, and I lost this much week 2. And I'm going to tell you what, this is heavy, and that puts it in perspective. I'm standing here holding 27 pounds, and it ain't light. And I'm just sitting here saying, wow, I'm not carrying this around anymore. Lord, it's no wonder I feel better. That's heavy. I lost 7 pounds this week, people. I lost an average of 1 pound a day. And I did it dieting. I did not do a bunch of exercise. I did not. I did, however, if I had somewhere to shop, I did find a parking place that wasn't right in front of the door. I walked a little bit there. Oh, I had some smart ass say, well, you need to walk. You need to walk. Walk is the best thing you can do. You need to walk. Well, yes, I do. And that's how I lost all that weight in Iraq. I was 267 when I started. But man, I'm over 300 pounds right now, and it's a little hard on my knees, my ankles, and my hips. So for right now, I'm not doing any walking, any excess exercise at all. I'm just trying to get my eating under control, and by dieting, drop a bunch of this excess baggage to where I won't be putting such a strain on my skeletal system when I do go out there and start doing my walking and exercising, okay? Now, a lot of you young people can go out there and do all this kind of stuff at 30-something year old. But please understand, I'm 60 years old. I have to ease into this. And there's folks out there that are my age or close to it that I'm talking to. And I'm trying to encourage you and let you know you don't have to go out there and do no strenuous exercise. I haven't yet. So in 2 weeks, I've lost 27 pounds. So this past week, I lost 1 pound a day. And I'm going to show you a recipe right after we get through talking here. I'm going to show you a recipe that I cooked this week, which I thought was delicious. I really enjoyed it. Matter of fact, hold on just a second. My dad grew some of these when I was a kid, and I remember him cooking them at home and putting spaghetti sauce, Parmesan in it. Anyway, this is a spaghetti squash. For those of you that's never had a spaghetti squash, basically all you do is slice it in half. Now, if you're not on a diet, you use olive oil and all kinds of shit. Not me. I got me a glass Pyrex baking dish, you know, and I cut my spaghetti squash in half long ways. I put it face down, no oil, no butter, no nothing. Okay, put it face down in a glass baking dish and baked it in the oven 45 minutes. And then open it up and you take a fork. Oh, well, you got to take a. You'll see on the video. You got to take the seeds out. You take a fork and shred the meat that's inside here, and it shreds into noodles. That's why they call it spaghetti squash. It doesn't have a whole lot of flavor on its own, but when you see everything I put on it, you go, yeah, that looks good. What this does for you is add some bulk, you know, make it more filling. So that's today's recipe on the fat train, is we're cooking some spaghetti squash. And in addition to eating this week, I really enjoyed the stuff that I made to put on this. And so several days this week, what I've had is I have diced up cabbage, tomatoes, onions, bell pepper, celery, and jalapenos. I think I got it all. And stir that up in a skillet with a little bit of water, put a lid over it, and let that simmer until soft. And I eat that, and oh my God, the cabbage has got like a sweet taste to it. And I eat a big old cup of that every hour on the hour, just loving it. And loving the fact that it ain't got hardly anything in calories. So that was very, very good. So check out the video. And the video, hopefully I'll be putting out tomorrow for you. I've never cooked this, but eggplant only has 111 calories per pound. I've heard some people say, well, it tastes like eggs, or this and that. And I've looked up eggplant Parmesan. Well, that's pretty hefty, pretty calorie rich. But what I'm going to try to do, well, I don't want to spoil it, but I'm going to put out a video tomorrow, PawPaw's way of cooking eggplant, the low-cal way, the fat train way. Alright, well, I reckon I've shared with you all I need to share with you today. I'll tell you one thing, I want you mad. I want you to get mad. I want you to get mad at what you've done to yourself. If you're fat, you have nobody to blame but yourself. And I don't go for this, oh, I'm a little pudgy. Hell no, you're fat. I'm fat. I'm a little pudgy around the middle. I got me some little love handles. Oh, don't make it cute. If you didn't have your skin hiding it, you'd see how ugly fat is. It's just lard. It's just like hog lard, okay? It's just like you took your body, took away the skin, and took a spatula and spread lard all over your body, and then put your skin on. It's disgusting. And you're better than them people that go in for liposuction. That's that is absolutely stupid. Because they don't have the willpower to not eat. Horseshit. They're lazy. Just plain lazy, because they don't want to eat something different. They want to eat what they like to eat, and that's just the way it's going to be. Well, then you're going to get fat and you're going to die. So eat yourself to death. But for those of you wanting to ride a fat train to Skinnyville, by God, I'm here to encourage you. And those of you that are hesitant about it, hell, I hope I get you pissed off enough that you say, well, I'll just show him. I'll show him I can lose weight anyway. Hell yeah, that's what I want you to do. I want you to get mad. I want you to get real mad. I want you to get so ticked off that you start saying, I don't need that cookie, I don't need that piece of pie, and I sure as hell don't need that cupcake. I want you mad, people. I want you mad at the calories that you're putting in your body. I want you to get so fired up that you start looking and you start caring about how many calories are in that thing you're eating. You start looking at it. You know, compare this big eggplant, 4 of these, to one of those burritos I showed you here a while back. That burrito, 420 calories. You gotta eat 4 of these. Ain't that crazy? Well, folks, let's go to the recipe. Show you what we're cooking this week. I appreciate every one of you for being here. I'll holler back right after we do some cooking. good? I want to tell you something. It was good. It is good. Oh, when I bought that squash, I got that spaghetti squash. I got that for 99 cents. I was at Kroger's, and I told the produce guy, I said, I can't pay no 99 cents a pound. And he found one that had a little mark on it, and he says, well, how about this? Would you give 99 cents for one, or $1 for one? I said, hell yeah. He said, well, it's got a little mark on it, so I got it for $1. Well, I was over there again. I found one with a mark on it, and that's when I went to produce guy. I says, can you red bag that for me? He said, sure can. So I got that for 99 cents. I'm always trying to do it cheap. Well, I appreciate each and every one of y'all watching my videos. I really do. I really hope you'll get excited and enjoy riding on the fat train. Lord, we're gonna make a difference. We're gonna make a difference. If you're just now getting into it, I sure hope you've got some photographs of yourself before you start losing a bunch of weight. It's gonna be amazing. And remember, if you only lose a pound a week, in a year, you've lost 52 pounds. That's a lot of pounds. 52 pounds. Those of you that's that much overweight, can you imagine a year from now, Valentine's Day next year, you're 52 pounds lighter? That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you consider that a blessing? Would you consider it a miracle? Well, a pound a week, anybody can do. Anybody can lose a pound a week just by cutting back a little bit. And I encourage you to do so. And remember to build your visual aid. There's my 144 pounds, 143 pounds of stacked up concrete and water. And that's a testament to how much I'm overweight. And I'm getting rid of it. So far, that half a block and that 3-liter jug is gone. People say you ought to start taking it down. I don't want to take it down. I want it to all be there. Because I want to remember that that's how much extra I've been carrying. It'll wear you out, people. And that's why fat people ain't got no energy. That's why we're always tired, want to sit, want to live a sedentary lifestyle. It's because that's a lot of work to haul that crap around. Well, let's get rid of that crap. Get them concrete blocks from around your neck and live your life. I know you can. Oh, and I always drink black coffee. I've never put cream and sugar in it, for those of you that's criticizing me. Y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye. Woo woo! Ha ha! Oh, just want to tell y'all, please remember to leave a comment. If you don't want to be recognized by your username, send me a private email to PawPaw@lighttube.net. I'll put it on here. And let me know what your starting weight is. Report it to me once a week, and that way I can share with our viewers, how you're doing. I can say, I got this one person, they lost 12 pounds last week. They lost 3 pounds last week. Whatever. But report it in if, like I say, if you're too embarrassed to let people know that you're losing weight, send me a private email. Otherwise, please leave a comment. Oh, and would you do that? Would you give me a thumbs up? I got so many haters and trolls out there, it ain't funny.